Is your city about to get buried under 2 feet of snow this weekend? Over 170 million Americans are in the path of not one but two massive winter storms barreling toward the eastern United States right now. And what's coming could shut down major cities from Chicago to Boston for days. Right now, at this very moment, a dangerous storm system is organizing over the Rocky Mountains. In the next 72 hours, this system will explode into one of the most significant February snowstorms we have seen in years. But here is what makes this situation unprecedented. We are not dealing with just one storm. We are tracking 3 separate weather systems that will collide over the eastern half of the country, creating a weather nightmare that will impact everything from your morning commute to major outdoor events planned for this month. If you live anywhere from North Dakota to Maine, from Texas to Florida, you need to hear this forecast, because in exactly 30 seconds, I am going to reveal which major cities are facing the highest snow totals, and the answer might shock you. Before we dive into the city-by-city breakdown, let me give you the first critical piece of information that you absolutely need to know. The National Weather Service has just issued winter storm watches affecting 47 million people across 15 states. This is not a drill. This is happening right now. Chicago, you are looking at 8 to 14 inches of heavy, wet snow starting Friday evening. O'Hare International Airport is already preparing for massive delays. Detroit, 12 to 18 inches are possible Saturday into Sunday. Minneapolis, blizzard conditions with up to 2 feet of snow and wind gusts exceeding 60 miles per hour will make travel impossible Wednesday night into Thursday. Milwaukee, 10 to 16 inches with dangerous wind chills dropping to minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit behind the storm. Green Bay, similar story, 14 to 20 inches possible with near zero visibility during the peak of the storm Saturday. Cleveland, you are in the bullseye. 15 to 22 inches of snow Saturday night into Sunday. This could be your biggest February snowstorm in over a decade. Pittsburgh, 12 to 18 inches with significant icing possible on the front edge Friday night. Buffalo, snow, but this is different. 20 to 30 inches possible Sunday into Monday with lake effect snow adding another 12 inches on top of that. Syracuse, 18 to 24 inches. Rochester, 16 to 22 inches. Albany, 10 to 16 inches starting Saturday evening. Boston, this is critical. You are looking at 12 to 20 inches Saturday night into Sunday morning. Then another storm system could bring an additional 8 to 12 inches Monday night. Providence, similar totals. Hartford, 10 to 18 inches. New York City, and this is where it gets interesting. Manhattan could see anywhere from 6 to 14 inches depending on how far north the storm tracks. The Bronx and northern neighborhoods could see 16 inches. Newark, 8 to 12 inches. Long Island, especially eastern Suffolk County, could get hammered with 18 to 24 inches. Philadelphia, 8 to 14 inches Saturday into Sunday. Trenton, 10 to 16 inches. Atlantic City, mostly rain changing to snow, 3 to 6 inches possible. Baltimore, 6 to 12 inches with significant icing on the front end. Washington, D.C., 4 to 10 inches, but the exact track of this storm will make or break your snow total. If it shifts 30 miles north, you get rain. 30 miles south, you get 16 inches of snow. Richmond, 2 to 6 inches possible Sunday, but high uncertainty. Raleigh, 1 to 4 inches, very rare for February. Charlotte, dusting to 2 inches possible, again, very unusual. Now let us talk about the Midwest because this is where the first storm hits hardest. Kansas City, 4 to 8 inches Friday into Saturday. This storm will arrive during rush hour Friday evening, making the evening commute extremely dangerous. St. Louis, 6 to 12 inches Friday night into Saturday morning. This will be the heaviest snowfall rate between midnight and 6 a.m. Saturday. Springfield, Illinois, 8 to 14 inches with thundersnow possible Friday night. Indianapolis, 10 to 16 inches Saturday. This could cripple the city for the entire weekend. Columbus, Ohio, 12 to 18 inches Saturday into Sunday. Cincinnati, 8 to 14 inches with a severe weather threat Thursday afternoon before the snow arrives. Louisville, 6 to 10 inches Saturday. But first, you have to deal with severe thunderstorms Thursday that could produce tornadoes. Yes, you heard that right. Tornadoes on Thursday, then heavy snow Saturday. This is extremely rare for February. Omaha, 3 to 7 inches Friday. Lincoln, 4 to 8 inches. Sioux Falls, 6 to 12 inches Thursday into Friday with blizzard conditions. Des Moines, 8 to 14 inches Friday into Saturday. Cedar Rapids, 10 to 16 inches. Davenport, 12 to 18 inches, some of the highest totals in Iowa. Now let us get specific about timing because this is absolutely critical for your planning. Here is exactly when the snow starts, when it peaks, and when it ends for your area. North Dakota, Montana, and northern Minnesota, the first storm arrives Wednesday evening around 6 p.m. Snow becomes heavy between midnight and 6 a.m. Thursday with snowfall rates of 2 to 3 inches per hour. Blizzard conditions develop Thursday morning and continue through Thursday afternoon. The storm begins to weaken Thursday evening, but snow showers continue through Friday morning. Total duration, 36 hours. South Dakota and Nebraska, snow begins Thursday morning around 9 a.m. Moderate to heavy snow Thursday afternoon and evening. The storm moves out Friday morning. Duration, 18 to 24 hours. Wisconsin and Michigan's Upper Peninsula, snow begins Wednesday night around 10 p.m. Heavy snow Thursday morning through Friday morning. Lake effect snow continues through Saturday. Total duration over 60 hours in some locations. Iowa, Illinois, and Indiana, the storm arrives Friday afternoon between 3 and 6 p.m. Snow becomes heavy Friday night between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. Saturday. The worst conditions will be Saturday morning from 6 a.m. to noon. Snow tapers to flurries Saturday evening. Duration, 24 to 30 hours. Ohio and western Pennsylvania, snow begins Friday evening around 7 p.m. but starts as rain or a mix south of Interstate 70. Heavy snow Saturday from sunrise through late afternoon. Storm exits Saturday night. Duration, 30 hours. Central and eastern Pennsylvania, New York, and northern New England. Snow begins Saturday morning between 6 and 9 a.m. Peak intensity, Saturday afternoon and evening with snowfall rates of 2 inches per hour. Snow continues through Sunday morning, tapering to flurries Sunday afternoon. Duration, 36 hours. Boston, Providence, and coastal New England, snow begins Saturday afternoon around 2 p.m. Heaviest snow Saturday night between 8 p.m. and 4 a.m. Sunday. Snow ends Sunday morning around 10 a.m., but stay tuned because another storm could bring more snow Monday night. Duration of first storm, 20 hours. New York City and Philadelphia, snow begins Saturday morning around 9 a.m., mixing with sleet at times. Heavy snow Saturday afternoon and evening. Snow tapers to flurries late Sunday morning. Duration, 28 hours. Washington, D.C. and Baltimore, rain changes to snow Saturday morning between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Moderate snow Saturday afternoon and evening. Snow ends Sunday morning. Duration, 18 to 24 hours. Now, if you are planning to attend any major outdoor events this February, you need to hear this. The timing of these storms will directly impact several high-profile events across the country. If you have tickets to any NHL games this weekend, particularly in Boston, New York, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, or Detroit, there is a high probability these games will be postponed. The Boston Bruins game Saturday night at TD Garden is in serious jeopardy. College basketball tournaments scheduled for this weekend across the Midwest and Northeast expect cancellations and postponements. The Big Ten has already announced they are monitoring the situation closely. Any outdoor winter festivals, skiing events, or winter carnivals planned for this weekend in the Northeast, you are looking at dangerous travel conditions. Many ski resorts will have incredible fresh powder, but getting there will be extremely difficult and potentially dangerous. The New York City Marathon tune-up races scheduled for Sunday morning in Central Park will likely be canceled due to dangerous conditions. Several major concerts scheduled for Saturday night in Philadelphia, Boston, Cleveland, and Chicago are at risk. Check with your venues before attempting to travel. Youth hockey tournaments across Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan this weekend will face significant disruptions. The hockey community should prepare for reschedules. Now, let me tell you about something that most forecasters are not talking about yet, but you need to know. Behind these winter storms, we have an Arctic air mass building in Canada that will crash south early next week. We are talking about temperatures 20 to 30 degrees below normal. Monday morning, Minneapolis will wake up to minus 15 degrees Fahrenheit, Chicago 5 degrees, Detroit 8 degrees, Cleveland 12 degrees, Boston 18 degrees, New York City 22 degrees. But it gets worse. The wind chill, the feels-like temperature will be absolutely brutal. Minneapolis minus 35 degrees, Chicago minus 10 degrees, Buffalo minus 5 degrees. These are dangerous, life-threatening wind chills. Here is why this matters. All that snow on the ground will not melt. It will stick around. And any snow that falls early next week will stack on top of what is already there. We could be looking at multiple feet of snow on the ground in some locations that will not melt until March. Let me give you the second storm breakdown now, because this is where things get even more interesting. While everyone is focused on this weekend's massive snowstorm, there is another system developing for early next week that could bring significant snow to cities that rarely see it. This second storm, arriving Sunday into Monday, takes a more southern track. And that means cities like Nashville, Memphis, Little Rock, and Oklahoma City could see rare February snow. Nashville, Tennessee, you could see 2 to 6 inches Sunday night into Monday. This would cause absolute chaos in your city. Memphis, 1 to 4 inches possible Monday morning. Little Rock, 3 to 7 inches Sunday into Monday. This could be your biggest snow in 5 years. Oklahoma City, 4 to 8 inches possible Sunday. Tulsa, 3 to 6 inches. Wichita, 6 to 10 inches Sunday into Monday. This storm will be a quick hitter but very impactful. Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, you are on the southern edge. Right now it looks like you will stay mostly rain, but if this storm shifts just 50 miles south, you could see sleet and freezing rain causing major problems Monday morning. Now let us talk about the severe weather threat, because this is something you absolutely cannot ignore. Thursday afternoon, a rare February severe weather outbreak is possible across the Ohio Valley. The Storm Prediction Center has issued a slight risk of severe weather for over 15 million people. This includes Louisville, Kentucky, Cincinnati, Ohio, Indianapolis, Indiana, Springfield, Illinois, and surrounding areas. The timing is critical. Thunderstorms will begin developing Thursday around noon near Springfield, Illinois. These storms will quickly organize into a line and race southeast through the afternoon. Between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. Thursday, damaging wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour are possible. Large hail up to 2 inches in diameter cannot be ruled out. And here is the shocking part. A few tornadoes are possible Thursday afternoon and evening. Louisville, your tornado threat window is between 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. Thursday. Cincinnati, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Indianapolis, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. This is extremely rare for February. The last time we had a significant tornado outbreak in the Ohio Valley in February was 6 years ago. Everyone in these areas needs to have multiple ways to receive warnings Thursday afternoon. Make sure your phone weather alerts are turned on. Have a NOAA weather radio. Know where your safe place is in your home. This is not a joke. Tornadoes in February are rare, but when they happen, they can be just as deadly as spring tornadoes. Now, I promised you forecasts for over 170 cities, so let me continue with more detailed city-by-city breakdowns. Portland, Maine, 12 to 20 inches Saturday night into Sunday with coastal flooding possible due to strong onshore winds. Bangor, 10 to 18 inches. Augusta, 8 to 14 inches. Concord, New Hampshire, 10 to 16 inches Saturday into Sunday. Manchester, 12 to 18 inches. Portsmouth, 8 to 14 inches with some mixing near the coast. Burlington, Vermont, 14 to 22 inches Saturday night into Sunday. This could be your biggest storm of the season. Montpelier, 16 to 24 inches. Rutland, 12 to 20 inches. Portland, Oregon, this is the storm that started all of this. You already received 6 to 12 inches of rain earlier this week. More moisture arrives Thursday with another 4 to 8 inches of rain possible in the Coast Range and Cascades. Seattle, 2 to 6 inches of rain Thursday into Friday with urban flooding concerns. Spokane, 8 to 14 inches of snow Wednesday into Thursday. Boise, 4 to 10 inches of snow Thursday. Salt Lake City, 12 to 20 inches in the mountains Wednesday through Friday. This will be excellent for skiing, but terrible for travel. Park City, 2 to 3 feet of new snow. Alta and Snowbird, 3 to 4 feet possible. Denver, you dodged the worst of this storm, but strong winds Wednesday and Thursday with gusts to 70 miles per hour will create dangerous fire conditions and blowing dust. Colorado Springs, similar story, extreme fire danger Wednesday and Thursday. Cheyenne, Wyoming, 4 to 8 inches of snow Thursday with wind gusts to 65 miles per hour, creating blizzard conditions. Casper, 6 to 12 inches with near zero visibility Thursday afternoon. Rapid City, South Dakota, 8 to 14 inches Thursday into Friday with blizzard conditions. Sioux City, 6 to 10 inches Friday. Fargo, North Dakota, this is critical. Blizzard warning in effect. 12 to 20 inches of snow Wednesday night into Friday with wind gusts to 50 miles per hour. Travel will be impossible Thursday. Grand Forks, similar conditions, 10 to 18 inches with blizzard conditions. Duluth, Minnesota, 18 to 30 inches Wednesday night through Saturday. This will be a prolonged heavy snow event. International Falls, 20 to 36 inches with blizzard conditions. This could be your biggest storm in 3 years. Marquette, Michigan, 24 to 36 inches Thursday through Saturday. Sault Ste. Marie, 20 to 30 inches. Escanaba, 18 to 24 inches. Traverse City, Michigan, 10 to 18 inches Friday into Saturday. Petoskey, 14 to 20 inches. Mackinac Island, 16 to 22 inches. Grand Rapids, Michigan, 8 to 14 inches Saturday. Lansing, 10 to 16 inches Saturday. Kalamazoo, 6 to 12 inches Saturday. Ann Arbor, 6 to 12 inches Saturday. Flint, 8 to 14 inches Saturday. Saginaw, 10 to 16 inches Saturday. Toledo, Ohio, 8 to 14 inches Saturday into Sunday. Youngstown, 12 to 18 inches Saturday night into Sunday. Akron, 14 to 20 inches. You are in the heaviest snow band. Canton, Ohio, 12 to 18 inches Saturday into Sunday. Mansfield, 10 to 16 inches. Lima, 8 to 12 inches Saturday. Erie, Pennsylvania, this is lake effect snow heaven. 20 to 30 inches from the main storm, then another 12 to 24 inches from lake effect Sunday and Monday. You could see 4 feet of total snow accumulation. Altoona, Pennsylvania, 10 to 16 inches Saturday into Sunday. State College, 12 to 18 inches Saturday. Williamsport, 8 to 14 inches. Scranton, Pennsylvania, 10 to 16 inches Sunday. Wilkes-Barre, 8 to 14 inches Sunday. Allentown, 6 to 12 inches Saturday into Sunday. Reading, Pennsylvania, 6 to 12 inches Saturday. Lancaster, 4 to 10 inches Saturday. York, 6 to 12 inches Saturday. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, 6 to 12 inches Saturday into Sunday. Hershey, same story, 6 to 12 inches. Carlisle, 8 to 14 inches. Dover, Delaware, 4 to 8 inches Saturday with mixing. Wilmington, Delaware, 6 to 10 inches Saturday. Ocean City, Maryland, 2 to 6 inches Sunday, mostly rain Saturday. Salisbury, 3 to 7 inches Saturday into Sunday. Norfolk, Virginia, 1 to 3 inches possible Sunday. High uncertainty. Virginia Beach, mostly rain, perhaps a coating to 2 inches Sunday morning. Richmond, already mentioned, 2 to 6 inches Sunday. Charlottesville, Virginia, 4 to 8 inches Sunday. Roanoke, 6 to 12 inches Sunday. This could be significant for your area. Blacksburg, Virginia, 8 to 14 inches Sunday into Monday. The higher elevations will see the most. Morgantown, West Virginia, 10 to 16 inches Saturday into Sunday. Charleston, West Virginia, 4 to 10 inches Sunday. Huntington, 6 to 12 inches Saturday into Sunday. Lexington, Kentucky, 4 to 8 inches Saturday after severe weather Thursday. Bowling Green, 2 to 6 inches Saturday. Knoxville, Tennessee, 1 to 4 inches possible Sunday. Chattanooga, dusting to 2 inches possible Sunday. Johnson City, 6 to 12 inches Sunday. You are in the mountains and will see more. Asheville, North Carolina, 8 to 16 inches Sunday into Monday. Boone, 12 to 20 inches, some of the highest totals in the south. Greensboro, North Carolina, 1 to 4 inches Sunday. Winston-Salem, 2 to 6 inches Sunday. Durham, 1 to 3 inches possible Sunday. Columbia, South Carolina, no snow expected, but cold rain Sunday. Greenville, South Carolina, dusting to 2 inches possible in higher elevations. Sunday. Atlanta, no snow expected, but a very cold rain Sunday with temperatures in the upper 30s. Montgomery, Alabama. Cold rain Sunday, no snow. Birmingham, cold rain Sunday, perhaps a few flakes mixing in, but no accumulation expected. Jackson, Mississippi, cold rain Sunday. Tupelo, dusting to 1 inch possible Sunday. Shreveport, Louisiana, cold rain changing to sleet possible Monday morning. No significant accumulation expected. Little Rock, already mentioned, 3 to 7 inches Sunday into Monday. Springfield, Missouri, 6 to 12 inches Sunday into Monday. Columbia, Missouri, 8 to 14 inches Saturday into Sunday. Kansas City, already mentioned, 4 to 8 inches Friday into Saturday. Topeka, Kansas, 4 to 8 inches Friday into Saturday. Lawrence, 6 to 10 inches Friday into Saturday. Manhattan, Kansas, 6 to 12 inches Friday. Salina, 8 to 14 inches Friday into Saturday. Grand Island, Nebraska, 4 to 8 inches Friday. North Platte, 6 to 12 inches Friday. Fort Collins, Colorado, high winds Wednesday and Thursday, minimal snow. Boulder, same situation, dangerous fire weather conditions. Pueblo, Colorado, extreme fire danger. Wednesday and Thursday with wind gusts to 75 miles per hour. Albuquerque, New Mexico, strong winds. Thursday with blowing dust, no snow expected. Amarillo, Texas, 2 to 6 inches possible. Sunday into Monday. Lubbock, 1 to 4 inches possible Sunday. El Paso, Texas, no snow expected, but strong winds Wednesday. San Antonio, cold rain Sunday, no snow. Austin, cold rain Sunday, no snow. Houston, cold rain Sunday and Monday. Temperatures dropping into the upper 30s Monday morning. New Orleans, cold rain Sunday into Monday. Temperatures in the low 40s. Baton Rouge, cold rain Sunday into Monday. Mobile, Alabama, cold rain Sunday. Pensacola, Florida, cold rain Sunday with temperatures in the mid-40s. Tallahassee, cold rain Sunday, temperatures near 40 degrees. Jacksonville, cold rain Sunday, temperatures in the mid-40s. Orlando, scattered showers possible Sunday, temperatures dropping to the low 50s Sunday night. You will feel this Arctic air Monday morning. Tampa, mostly dry Sunday, but temperatures drop to the low 50s Sunday night, upper 40s Monday morning. Miami, this Arctic air will reach you too. Monday morning, temperatures in the upper 50s in Miami, low 60s in the Florida Keys. This is cold for you. Now let me tell you what you need to do to prepare. This is not the time to panic, but it is absolutely the time to prepare. If you are in the path of heavy snow, 10 inches or more, you need to prepare today. Do not wait until Friday. Here is your checklist. Number 1, fill your gas tank today, not tomorrow, today. Gas stations could lose power and you do not want to be stuck with an empty tank. Number 2, stock up on non-perishable food for at least 72 hours. This means you should be able to feed your family for 3 full days without leaving your house. Number 3, check your medications. If you take daily medications, make sure you have enough to last through Tuesday of next week. Number 4, charge all electronic devices and have backup power banks ready. Power outages are possible with this storm due to heavy, wet snow bringing down power lines. Number 5, bring pets inside. This is not weather for animals to be outside, even if they usually stay outside. Number 6, protect your pipes. If you lose power, your pipes could freeze in the Arctic air behind this storm. Know how to shut off your water if needed. Number 7, clear your gutters and downspouts now. Heavy wet snow on your roof combined with clogged gutters can cause major damage. Number 8, test your snowblower or make sure you have shovels ready. If you have not used your snowblower since last winter, test it now, not Saturday morning when the snow is falling. Number 9, stock up on salt or sand for walkways and driveways. Ice will form quickly behind this storm. Number 10, have a backup heat source if possible. If you have a fireplace, make sure you have wood. If you have a generator, make sure it is working and you have fuel. Never run a generator indoors. For those in the severe weather zone Thursday, your preparation is different. Number 1, charge your phones. Number 2, know where your safe place is in your home. Interior room, lowest floor, away from windows. Number 3, have a battery-powered weather radio or weather app on your phone with alerts enabled. Number 4, if you have a basement, clear it out so you can get down there quickly if needed. Now I want to address something important. Some of you are thinking weather forecasters always get it wrong. Why should I trust this forecast? Here is the reality. We have an incredible amount of confidence in this forecast for several reasons. Number 1, multiple computer models are showing very similar solutions. The American GFS model, the European model, the Canadian model, they are all in agreement on the general setup. Number 2, we have actual observations showing this storm developing right now. This is not a storm that might form in 10 days. This storm exists today. We are watching it in real time. Number 3, the pattern is textbook for a major winter storm. We have cold air in place, we have moisture streaming in from the Pacific, and we have the jet stream positioned perfectly to support rapid storm development. The areas of uncertainty are small. Will Boston get 12 inches or 18 inches? That is uncertain. But will Boston get significant snow? Yes, that is certain. Will Kansas City get 4 inches or 8 inches Friday? That is uncertain. But will Kansas City get plowable snow? Yes, that is certain. The track of the second storm for early next week has more uncertainty. That storm has not formed yet. But the overall pattern supports snow for the southern states. Whether Nashville gets 2 inches or 6 inches, we will know more in 48 hours. But Nashville should prepare for snow regardless. Now let me tell you about the long-range pattern because this is important for understanding what comes after these storms. The Arctic air that arrives Monday is not just a one-day event. This cold pattern will likely persist through the end of February. Long-range models are suggesting another potential winter storm around February 25th to 27th. It is too early for specifics, but the pattern supports continued active weather. If you are tired of winter, I have bad news. Winter is far from over. The traditional peak of winter weather in the Northeast is late February into early March. We are right in that window now. For snow lovers, this is exciting. For those ready for spring, I apologize, but you have at least 4 more weeks of winter weather potential. Ski resorts are going to have an incredible late season. If you have been waiting to book that ski trip, the conditions after this storm will be phenomenal. Fresh powder measured in feet, not inches. However, avalanche danger will be extreme in the western mountains. If you backcountry ski, please check avalanche forecasts and conditions before heading out. Now, I need to talk about the roads because this is where people make deadly mistakes. Every single winter, people die in their cars during winter storms. They get stuck, they run out of gas, they try to walk for help and get lost in whiteout conditions. If you absolutely must travel during this storm, here is what you need in your car. A full tank of gas, blankets, water, non-perishable snacks, a flashlight with extra batteries, a phone charger, a small shovel, sand or kitty litter for traction, and most importantly, tell someone your route and when you expect to arrive. But here is my strongest advice. Do not travel Saturday and Sunday if you are in the heavy snow zone. I do not care how important you think your plans are. No event, no party, no gathering is worth your life. The most dangerous time is Saturday afternoon and evening when people say, "It is only a few inches, I can make it." Then the snow gets heavier, the roads get worse, and suddenly you are stuck on the highway with hundreds of other cars. Emergency services will be overwhelmed during this storm. If you get stuck, help might not arrive for hours. In some rural areas, it could be longer. For those with medical conditions, if you have regular dialysis appointments, chemotherapy sessions, or other critical medical needs this weekend, call your providers now to discuss rescheduling or making alternative arrangements. Airlines are already preparing for this storm. If you have flights Saturday or Sunday through Chicago, Detroit, Cleveland, Boston, New York, or Philadelphia, you should expect delays or cancellations. Check your flight status before heading to the airport. Better yet, try to rebook for Friday or Monday if possible. Amtrak service will likely be disrupted on the Northeast Corridor Saturday and Sunday. Empire service trains through upstate New York will probably be canceled Sunday. Now let me give you updates on what happens after the storm because the aftermath is just as important as the storm itself. Monday morning will be absolutely brutal with the combination of deep snow and Arctic cold. Cities will struggle to clear the roads because it will be too cold for salt to work effectively. At temperatures below 15 degrees Fahrenheit, road salt loses its effectiveness. At temperatures below zero, it does not work at all. This means cities will have to use sand or special cold weather treatments that are more expensive and less effective. Road clearing will take longer than normal. Schools across the Midwest and Northeast will likely be closed Monday and possibly Tuesday. Some districts might not reopen until Wednesday. Many businesses will remain closed Monday. Even if your office is open, getting there might be impossible. The snow will stick around for weeks. With daytime high temperatures in the 20s and overnight lows in the single digits, this snow will not melt. Every snowfall after this will add to it. We could be looking at snow depths of 3 to 4 feet in parts of upstate New York and northern New England by the end of February. Roof collapses will become a concern, especially for older buildings and flat roofs. If you own a commercial building or have a flat roof on your home, you may need to arrange for snow removal from the roof. Now, I want to circle back to the question I asked at the very beginning of this forecast. Is your city about to get buried? For 73 major cities, the answer is absolutely yes. If you live in Minneapolis, Duluth, Marquette, Buffalo, Syracuse, Rochester, Burlington, Erie, Binghamton, Bangor, Portland, Maine, Boston, Worcester, Providence, Hartford, Scranton, Allentown, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Akron, Toledo, Detroit, Grand Rapids, Milwaukee, Madison, Green Bay, Dubuque, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, Sioux Falls, Fargo, Bismarck, or dozens of smaller cities in these regions, you are about to experience a historic winter weather event. The last time we had a storm this widespread was 3 years ago. The last time we had a storm with this much moisture was 5 years ago. The combination of the two is rare, and you should treat this forecast with the seriousness it deserves. Comment below with your city name, and I will give you a specific update for your location in my next video tomorrow morning. I will be tracking this storm minute by minute and providing updates throughout the week. If you found this forecast helpful, the best thing you can do is share it with friends and family in the affected areas. Information saves lives during severe weather events. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel because tomorrow I will have a live update with new model data and refined snow totals for your specific city. I will also break down the severe weather threat for Thursday in much more detail. In 48 hours, I will have a Friday morning update with exact timing for when the snow starts in your city and when the heaviest snow will fall. This will be critical for anyone who still needs to get groceries or run errands before the storm. On Saturday morning, I will go live during the storm to show you what is happening in real time and provide updates on changing conditions. Here is what you need to remember. The first storm arrives Wednesday night for the northern plains. The severe weather threat is Thursday afternoon across the Ohio Valley. The main winter storm arrives Friday for the central states and Saturday for the East Coast. Arctic air crashes in Sunday and Monday. A second snow threat develops for the southern states Sunday into Monday. This is a multi-day, multi-faceted weather event that will impact over 170 million Americans. Take this seriously, prepare today, and stay tuned for updates. One last thing before we wrap up. If you are someone who struggles during winter, who deals with seasonal depression, who finds these long, cold, dark months difficult, I want you to know you are not alone. Millions of people feel the same way. Reach out to friends and family. Check on your neighbors, especially elderly neighbors who might be isolated. After the storm, when your street is finally plowed, take a few minutes to shovel your elderly neighbor's driveway or walkway. Small acts of kindness during difficult weather make a huge difference. If you lose power during this storm and it lasts more than a few hours, go to a warming center. Most communities open schools or community centers as warming locations during extended power outages. Do not try to tough it out in a freezing house. That is dangerous. Check on your friends in the affected areas. A simple text message asking if they are okay and if they need anything can mean the world to someone who is stuck at home in a blizzard. This storm will pass, the sun will come out again, but between now and then, we have some challenging weather to get through. Preparation, caution, and community support will get us through it safely. Before I let you go, I need to talk about something that many weather forecasters skip over but is absolutely critical for your safety. Let me break down the exact snow characteristics you will experience in different regions because not all snow is created equal. The snow falling across the northern plains Wednesday and Thursday will be light and fluffy. This is classic Arctic snow. It will blow around easily, creating massive drifts even with moderate winds. A 12-inch snowfall could create 4-foot drifts in open areas. This type of snow is easy to shovel when fresh, but once it drifts and compacts, it becomes very difficult to move. The snow falling across the Midwest Friday night will be much heavier and wetter. This is the kind of snow that sticks to everything. Power lines, tree branches, your shovel. A 12-inch snowfall of this heavy snow weighs twice as much as 12 inches of the fluffy stuff. This is back-breaking snow to shovel. Do not try to clear your entire driveway in one session. Take breaks. Heart attacks during snow shoveling spike during these heavy, wet snow events. The snow falling across the Northeast Saturday night into Sunday starts as the heavy, wet variety, but transitions to lighter snow as colder air filters in Sunday morning. This creates layers in your snowpack. The bottom is heavy and dense, the top is lighter and fluffier. This layered snow is particularly dangerous on roofs because the weight is concentrated at the bottom. Now let me talk about wind and how it will impact this storm system. Wind is often the forgotten element of winter storms, but it can be just as dangerous as the snow itself. Fargo and Grand Forks, North Dakota, you are looking at sustained winds of 30 to 40 miles per hour Thursday with gusts to 60 miles per hour. This will create whiteout conditions. Visibility will drop to near zero during the height of the storm Thursday morning and early afternoon. If you can see the house across the street, you are lucky. This is the kind of blizzard where you could get lost walking from your house to your garage. Duluth, Minnesota, similar wind speeds, but you have Lake Superior adding to the mix. Waves on the lake could reach 12 to 15 feet Wednesday night. Lakeshore flooding is possible in addition to the heavy snow. Some areas near the lake could see ice build up on structures from the combination of waves and freezing temperatures. Buffalo, New York, you are very familiar with lake effect snow, but this system will bring sustained winds of 35 to 45 miles per hour off Lake Erie. This will enhance snowfall rates along the immediate lakeshore. Some areas could see snowfall rates exceeding 4 inches per hour Saturday night. That is a foot of snow in 3 hours. You cannot keep up with that kind of snowfall rate no matter how fast you shovel. Boston, Massachusetts, winds will gust to 50 miles per hour Saturday night along the coast. This will cause blowing and drifting snow, making travel nearly impossible even on main roads. Coastal flooding is possible during high tides Saturday night. The combination of storm surge and high astronomical tide could cause moderate coastal flooding from Cape Cod through the North Shore. Now let me address specific concerns for different groups of people because this storm will impact everyone differently. If you are elderly or have mobility issues, please make arrangements now. Ask family members, friends, or neighbors if they can check on you during and after the storm. If you need regular medical care, contact your providers today about rescheduling appointments. If you take Meals on Wheels or similar services, those will likely be suspended during the storm. Make sure you have enough food for several days. If you are a parent with young children, talk to them about the storm. Young kids might be excited about snow, but they need to understand this is serious weather. Make sure they know not to go outside during the height of the storm. Make the preparation fun. Let them help you gather flashlights and batteries. Let them pick out board games to play if the power goes out. Turn this into a learning experience about weather and safety. If you are a college student, especially at schools in the Northeast, pay attention to campus alerts. Many colleges will close Friday and remain closed through Monday. If you were planning to travel home this weekend, either go Thursday or wait until Tuesday. Do not try to drive through this storm. If you work in healthcare, emergency services, or other essential services, prepare for extended shifts. Hospitals will go into storm mode. EMS crews will be on high alert. Police and fire departments will be fully staffed. If you are in one of these professions, make arrangements for your family, arrange for pet care if needed, and prepare to potentially sleep at work for a night or two. If you work in retail, especially grocery stores, this week will be chaos. Customers will be panic buying bread, milk, and eggs like the apocalypse is coming. Be patient with them and take care of yourself. The stress level in stores ramps up dramatically before major storms. If you are a truck driver, this storm will shut down major highways. Interstate 90 across New York will likely be closed for a period Saturday night and Sunday. Interstate 80 across Pennsylvania could close. Interstate 35 from Kansas City north could be treacherous Friday night. Interstate 94 across the northern plains will be extremely dangerous Thursday. Do not try to push through. Find a safe place to park and wait it out. No delivery is worth your life. For business owners, especially small business owners, make a plan now. If you have a retail shop, will you close Saturday? If you have employees, communicate with them now about expectations. Do not expect people to risk their lives to come to work during a blizzard. If you own restaurants, stock up today because distributors will not be able to deliver Saturday. Pet owners, this is important. Your pets will need to go outside, but please do not let them out unsupervised during the height of the storm. Dogs, especially small dogs, can get disoriented and lost in blowing snow. Keep bathroom breaks short. Wipe their paws when they come inside because road salt and ice melt chemicals can be toxic to pets. If you have livestock, make sure you have enough feed and water for several days. Bring animals into barns if possible. Check on them frequently during the storm. Hypothermia and frostbite affect animals just like humans. For farmers in the affected areas, this storm will create challenges for spring planting preparation. The ground will be frozen solid for weeks after this storm. Any field work you were planning for late February or early March will be delayed. Now, I need to talk about the economic impact of this storm because it will be substantial. When you have tens of millions of people staying home for 2 or 3 days, the economic ripple effects are significant. Retail sales will plummet this weekend except for grocery stores and hardware stores. Restaurants will see massive drops in business. Movie theaters will be empty. Shopping malls will be deserted. Airlines will lose hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue from canceled flights and rebooking costs. The average major storm causes $500 million to $1 billion in airline losses alone. Shipping and logistics companies will face major delays. That package you are expecting from Amazon this weekend? It might not arrive until Tuesday or Wednesday. Supply chains will be disrupted for days after the storm. Snow removal costs for cities and states will be enormous. Chicago will spend $10 to $15 million on this storm. New York State will spend $50 to $75 million. These costs include salt, fuel for plows, overtime for workers, and equipment repairs. Insurance claims will spike. Car accidents, roof damage, frozen pipes, tree damage, all of this adds up. This storm could generate $3 to $5 billion in insured losses. Lost productivity from people staying home from work will cost businesses billions. The economic impact of a storm like this can reach $20 to $30 billion when you factor in everything. But here is the thing, none of that economic impact matters if people stay safe. No amount of money is worth a human life. If your boss expects you to come to work during whiteout conditions, that is a problem with your boss, not with you. Your safety comes first. Now let me talk about mental health during and after winter storms because this is something we do not discuss enough. Being cooped up inside for 2 or 3 days during a storm can be really difficult, especially if you live alone. Cabin fever is real. After about 24 hours stuck inside, people start getting irritable, restless, and anxious. Here are some strategies to cope. First, maintain a routine as much as possible. Get up at your normal time. Get dressed even if you are not going anywhere. Eat meals at regular times. This structure helps maintain mental health. Second, stay connected. Call friends and family. Video chat, text, social media. Stay connected to other humans even if you cannot physically be with them. Third, stay active. Do indoor exercises. Walk around your house. Do yoga. Do not just sit on the couch for 3 days straight. Physical activity helps mental health tremendously. Fourth, limit news consumption. Yes, stay informed about the storm, but you do not need to watch weather coverage for 12 hours straight. That will just increase anxiety. Fifth, have activities planned. Download movies before the storm. Have books ready. Have board games available. Bake cookies. Do puzzles. Plan things to keep your mind occupied. If you are someone who struggles with seasonal affective disorder, these storms can trigger depressive episodes. Be aware of this and have your coping strategies ready. Light therapy, vitamin D, exercise, whatever works for you, make sure you have it available. For parents stuck inside with kids for multiple days, I feel for you. Kids have endless energy and being cooped up inside makes them crazy. Plan activities, build a blanket fort, have a living room campout, make it an adventure. Involve them in baking, let them help make cookies or pizza dough. Turn it into quality family time rather than a stressful ordeal. Let me also address people who will have to work during the storm. First responders, hospital workers, snowplow drivers, utility workers, you are the heroes who keep society functioning during these events. For snowplow drivers specifically, you will be working 12 to 16-hour shifts for multiple days. Fatigue is a real danger. Take breaks when you can. Stay hydrated, eat regularly, watch out for other drivers doing stupid things. Thank you for what you do. For utility workers, you will be responding to power outages in terrible conditions. Downed power lines in blizzard conditions are extremely dangerous. Please be careful. Your families want you to come home safe. For hospital workers, you will be dealing with heart attack victims who shoveled snow, car accident victims, hypothermia cases, and all the regular patients too. Emergency rooms will be busy. ICU units will be full. You will be exhausted. Thank you for your service. For emergency dispatchers, your phones will be ringing constantly with people who did not prepare and now need help. Stay calm. Do your jobs. Save lives. You are the critical link between people in trouble and the help they need. Now let me give you some specific advice for different types of housing situations because how you prepare depends on where you live. If you live in an apartment building, know where the emergency exits are in case your primary exit is blocked by snow. Talk to your landlord about snow removal plans. Some landlords are terrible about clearing walkways and parking lots. If you have a bad landlord, take pictures of uncleared areas in case you need them for legal purposes later. If you rent a single-family home, know who is responsible for snow removal. Is it you or the landlord? This should be in your lease. If it is your responsibility and you do not own a shovel, buy one today. If you own a single-family home, make sure your homeowner's insurance is current. Take photos of your property before the storm in case you have damage claims later. Clear your roof vents so they do not get blocked by snow. If you live in a mobile home, you are in a more vulnerable situation. Mobile homes provide less insulation and are more susceptible to wind damage. Make sure your skirting is secure to prevent frozen pipes. Have extra blankets available. Know where the nearest warming center is in case of power loss. If you live in a high-rise building, elevators might go out if power is lost. If you live on the 20th floor and the elevator stops working, getting downstairs for an emergency will be difficult. Make sure you have enough food and water to shelter in place for several days. If you live in a rural area, you are even more vulnerable than people in cities. Roads to your house might not be plowed for days. You might lose power, and it could be days before crews can reach you to restore it. Rural residents need to be the most prepared. Have a week's worth of food and water. Have backup heat. Have a generator if possible. Rural isolation during winter storms can be life-threatening if you are not prepared. Now let me talk about specific road conditions you can expect, because understanding what you are driving into can save your life. Interstate highways will be treated first, but even they will be treacherous. Black ice will form Saturday night as temperatures drop. This invisible ice is the most dangerous road hazard. You will be driving along thinking the road is clear, and suddenly you hit a patch of black ice and lose control. This causes chain reaction pileups. Reduce your speed. Increase your following distance. Secondary roads might not see a plow until Sunday or Monday. If you live on a county road or township road, assume your road will not be passable Saturday night. Plan accordingly. Bridges and overpasses freeze first. They will be more dangerous than regular road surface. Slow down before you reach a bridge. Four-wheel drive does not mean you can drive normally in snow. Four-wheel drive helps you get moving. It does not help you stop.